Well, Tracy, this officially wraps the Greenbergs' two court proceedings, these two court proceedings that they brought against the city. Their attorney today telling the court they disagree with the medical examiner's findings and believe that Greenberg was murdered here in her apartment on Flat Rock Road nearly 15 years ago. Nonetheless, he says they are ending this chapter of their fight.
They picked the wrong parents to deal with.
Ellen Greenberg's parents left Philadelphia City Hall in February feeling hopeful after the Philadelphia medical examiner agreed to once again review the 27-year-old's manner of death.
There is nobody in the world who can say Ellen committed suicide.
But today, the city officially told a judge it's sticking by the long-held conclusion that the elementary school teacher died by suicide. This case started in 2011 inside the Manayunk apartment she shared with her fiancé.
This is very, very disheartening.
Joe Pedraza has represented Ellen's parents for years in their legal fight with the city. They want her manner of death switched from suicide to undetermined or homicide. At the beginning of the investigation, the then medical examiner ruled it a homicide before switching it to suicide weeks later. Her family cites several key pieces of evidence to support their belief she was murdered, most notably the 20 stab wounds to her body as illustrated in this 3D computer model of Ellen's injuries. In her new 32-page report, current medical examiner Dr. Lindsay Simon documented 20 additional bruises on Ellen's body. She also found 3 additional stab wounds that weren't in the original autopsy, writing, while the distribution of injuries is admittedly unusual, the fact remains that Ellen would be capable of inflicting these injuries herself. She also states many of the injuries would be best categorized as hesitation wounds, adding no defensive injuries were identified on her body. There was no evidence to indicate Ellen was incapacitated or incapable of defending herself. Simon also said Ellen was a young woman suffering from anxiety at the time of her death. The anxiety appeared mostly to be due to her work as a teacher. She was specifically worried that the grades she needed to submit on the day of her death would indicate that she had previously given inflated grades to her students. She expressed this anxiety about her grades to friends, coworkers, and her fiancé in the hours leading up to her death. Ellen's fiancé has never been a suspect or charged with a crime. Dr. Simon states his DNA was never detected on the knife, nor was anyone else's, and there's no evidence she was in an abusive relationship. Therefore, Simon believes Ellen's manner of death is best classified as suicide. Now, it is unclear what is next. Pedraza told the court we will see what the future holds. The city did not comment during today's hearing, and our request to the medical examiner afterwards for an interview went unanswered. Live in Manayunk, I'm Sheehan, NBC 10 News.